If you grew up in the Philippines like me, chances are you've heard this in the morning. Taho! Taho is one of my favorite Filipino food. In fact, I love it so much, I even made a stand-up bit about it.
You know how the taho vendor does that? He takes out the extra sauce like that. That is so zen, isn't it? Like when they do that, like ever since I was a kid, I always admired the taho vendor because of that. Like, oh, I wanted to be a taho vendor just so I could do that. You know?
There is a Taho vendor in our village that comes in every day in the morning, but ever since the lockdown on March 15th, he hasn't been able to come inside our village. But recently, now that things have relaxed a little bit, he's been able to come back into our village.
Kamusta, Henry? Hmm?
This pandemic has hit everyone hard, especially the people who work every day. For these people, no work means no pay.
So na, may 600 ka ulit.
Oo, sir.
300, papunta kayo na. Kapat.
Oo, pupuntahin ni 300.
Panayan ako nitang
Opo, mamasade pa po.
kay balikan na ka.
Oo, alas 10. Sabi ko po.
Ah,
I know I'm lucky because despite the pandemic, I can still work from home and I still have some income. But not everybody is that lucky. So I wanted to help even in a small way because I believe that it doesn't always have to be that big amount to help people out, but small amounts, that are consistent and constant. And one guy I always wanted to help out is
Henry, our village taho vendor. Kamusta, Henry?
Henry comes in at 5 a.m. every day, but he waits 2 hours at the gate. So he actually comes in at 7 a.m. in the village. So he stays outside for 2 hours just waiting for the gate to open.
Pumunta kayo eh.
Sir, ay po, taxi po, atlo kami sir. Tsa-dinalan kayo mo po
So,
nito.
natin na kayo.
Oo, tsa-dinalan po.
Pero yan, ilan na kaya, demo?
Alala po, at wala po po yung probinsya sir.
Ah, uli minuli la.
Wala pa
Kunanda ka muna.
Ano nga po sir, may sabi ko po.
His taxi service leaves at 4:30 a.m. That's why he leaves so early because he has to ride with the taxi that also stays where he lives. He pays 300 pesos one way, so he spends 600 a day just to get to work and go back home to Marikina. See, this is the way it works. Each Taho vendor has their own area they can sell to, kind of like a franchise or a territory, but not like a drug dealer. So once a vendor sells in that area, no other vendor can sell in that area. That's why he sells in our village here in Taguig instead of Marikina.
Taho.
Yan po, Ma'am Joan Barreto.
One of our neighbors invited him to sell in our neighborhood a long time ago, and that's how he got started. He used to share the taxi ride with two other vendors, so they would split the fare among them three. But since the pandemic, the other vendors went home to their provinces and have been on lockdown. So now he has to shoulder the whole cost of the fare, just the way he shoulders the weight of the Taho contraption.
Kami graduate ka eh. High school.
Sige, Henry.
Sige po.
He used to be able to commute taking the public utility vehicles for just 40 pesos, but since the quarantine, those are no longer available to him. I don't know. Are there any public transportation that's even available now? Now, he makes around 1,000 or 1,200 pesos a day. So he has income of around 600 pesos only for the day. And he ends work at 10 a.m. So at 10 a.m. he has to go home and that's it. That's his income for the day.
Ay pa sir, magpabulang pa po yan. Magpabulang ko pa po yan kini.
O, duwala din anak mo na?
Po sir, po.
Sila nga lang?
Kaya po, may itong 16 years old, tsaka kaya po, may itong lumban mo.
3 months? Ay, 3 years?
Oo po.
3 years? Malangit ang panahon.
He has two kids and they're both in Tarlac province since the lockdown. He has a 16-year-old and a 3-year-old, both boys. He lives alone in Marikina while quarantine is still in place. He sends money to his family in the province. If he stays in the province, his family won't have any income. He feels like an OFW. He can't go home because there's no vehicle for him to get to Tarlac. There's no rides. And he'll have a hard time getting back to Manila to go to work again.
Pagkano yan? 30?
30 pesos.
30 doon na kadwa?
Ali po, dengar ba? Tsakin sila po.
Oh, okay.
It only cost 15 pesos for a small glass of Taho. Imagine that, 15 pesos. That's like less than, well, I don't know, just compute it. 15 pesos divided by 50, so in dollars, that is 30 cents. Yes, 30 cents. Henry never graduated high school. I tried carrying the Taho contraption that weighs 70 kilos when he starts out and it's full. That's about 154 pounds, which is close to how much I weigh. Of course, when I'm on keto, I weigh much, much less. Now, I tried carrying it at its lightest as well, and both times it was hard and heavy for me. He carries that every day.
Itong kabahan ko, 2005 pa to. O, 2020 na tayo ngayon. Ilang taon na rin yung kabahan na to.
The Kawayan handle on his Taho container has been with him since 2005. His brother-in-law makes baskets to sell for a living, but he can't pass a barangay in Angeles right now because they're on lockdown because of a COVID case. So there's no way for his brother-in-law to make any money.
Kaya sir, ditong bayo ko po gagawa lang pong basket. Ang yan to, lang po makapag-deliver ka rin. Kurang batla po Angeles. Ipigilan ko po kitang barangay mi. Kasi ito po ang COVID care king Angeles, kaya po...
Ano itong sabi ka na?
Ay sir!
Pamasahin mo.
Ay sir, napunta ko salamat sir.
Sige.
Sir,
Salamat din
napunta ko salamat sir.
Thank you, Henry.
Sir,
Sige, ingat ha.
sir, sir. Sir,
Wah, sige.
ay sir, patupagisa ko kaya po yung driver.
Oh.
Siya, tawag ako ya.
Sige, sige. Ito ba?
That's Henry, our Taho vendor. So what is the point of this vlog if I just showed you how I helped in a small way Taho vendor in our village? I think you can find someone in your neighborhood who's like a Henry, who you know works hard, is honest, and is always a positive person despite whatever's happening out there. So I guess I'm trying to encourage you guys to help in any little way that you can. Even a small amount, even just buying their whatever they're selling or saying hi or asking them questions about how they're doing. Genuinely, okay? Not like how some baristas just kind of try to, hey sir, oh, is that the new iPhone? Like not that, like build rapport, but not for the sake of just building rapport. I think just so that they know they matter. So that's it. That's all I'm saying. So I hope you guys got something out of this video, and I think next week I'm gonna cover something a bit more light. It's been kind of serious lately, so I need it for my mental health. Anyway, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like the video if you did, and don't forget to subscribe because I really need more followers. I do. Bye, guys.